We stone. We stone. We streaming. We streaming. We stone. We stone. We streaming. We streaming. Came to this motherfucker like yeah. Yeah. All my niggas in the chat and we also high. It's fun. Stone. Stone. Stream. 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 Stone. Stone. Stream. Stone. 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 Stream. Stone. Stone. All my niggas in the chat and like high. It's fun. All my niggas gon' get that shit and roll. Yeah. We stone. We stone. We stream it and stream it. We stone. We stone and stream it. Yeah. Get into the money, gotta get into the bag like yeah. Yeah. Roll up, play the motherfucker, breathe like yeah. Yeah. All my niggas in the chat, they hot as fuck. Yeah. Get into the bag, get into the bag like yeah. All my niggas, we don't do streaming. All my niggas, we get into the cheese and all my niggas, we gon' breathing. Ain't gon' stop going to stop breathing.
What it motherfucking doobie? It's your boy, Righteous Ain't Playing, and we back with another one.
It is Chosen checking in. Hey, we know Endo is smoking on GG12, Gorilla Glue 12. Not 4 or 3 or 2, but specifically Gorilla Glue 12.
What up, SNS family? What up, Enu? What up, Sci-Fi? See y'all in the building. Let's go. How's everybody doing out there, man? Shit, we know what Enu's smoking on. Shit, what y'all smoking on? What you smoking on, homie?
It's gonna be some Christmas probably in 1 second. Hope everybody's enjoying this Lakers game. I know we got Lakers fans in the building or Laker haters. Either way, it's a very polarizing game. Playoff series.
12 monkeys. D-Line said he's smoking 12 monkeys.
Do those monkeys want banana? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Oh, damn, I screamed me out there like a motherfucking monkey. This is like 12 monkeys. Well, if it isn't Big Spray.
What up, y'all?
Came to say.
Yeah, still in the streaming for real, y'all. I know y'all never thought y'all'd see it.
You really get stoned in streaming.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Actually, if I mute this, it won't be no feedback, huh? Because I need to really roll up some 99 bananas. Smoke over the 12. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll mute this shit and then roll up. And then you can just sit here while I roll up real quick.
Yeah, man, they still hear me. They still hear me. Let's see, man. I want to see if the chat went. The chat went wild. Y'all watching? I know y'all see it, boy, man. Yes, sir. We over here getting blowed, man. I don't want to sit in this all white chair. You know what I'm saying? You one of them old folks. You know what I'm saying? Got that. You gotta get that plastic on there, man. Hey, Django said the GOAT and Big Spray. He called you the GOAT, man. Hey, look. This nigga Chowop head first into this motherfucking basketball game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. That's the craziest work of all time. What y'all smoking on out there, man? Hey, look, man, y'all know it's always a treat when players meet. You feel me?
We got something nice on there.
Yeah, D-Line said he popped some more clown cars, aka the CCs. Yes, sir. But we got a pretty good show for y'all today, man. It ain't gonna be too heavy. We're gonna get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely gonna smoke. I'm sure the next show we'll chop it up about the adventures. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't really care about no cookie store, man. We can just go to any dispensary. I just want to. We're gonna check out a couple of dispensaries in there. We're gonna check out one dispensary in there. See what they got going on in there, just to see. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to know. I want to know. I want to see what they top tier look like. It'd be nice if we can get some footage. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna be doing all of that. I don't think. I don't think there's no footage to be had. Hell yeah. That boy Cho out rolling up right now, man. Shit, y'all been watching any of these new documentaries that they got about the spray packs? Seem like that shit's starting to become real big news worldwide. A lot of people worry about their health and shit like that concerning the sprays. The thing that I thought was real interesting is some people have stated smoking the spray packs kind of fuck with their chest after a while. And I just be curious to know, what are those terpenes? Who's deriving them? How they deriving them?
Would it be the same thing like Jeters though?
I would say yes, to a degree, yes, for sure.
Do you think people chest hurt from Jeters extensively? I'm not them to be specific, but yes.
Mine
we'll pick on them for a second. No, we know yours didn't, nigga. There we go. Yeah, we know yours didn't.
Yeah, mine didn't. Mine didn't. So I can't really speak to that, but I thought that was very interesting, just some of the reports.
Nathan, fruit plants, pine bark. A lot of useful and useless info. Yeah, ain't that always how it is? Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Allow me to do one thing before we get into the show. Hey, and then too, since I got a little bit of energy, I feel like I am gonna have that. I'm gonna try to get some better transitions back, cause I actually used to like that type of shit. It's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. Then I had to go and change shit around. You know how I go. Motherfuckers always doing shit. So what we're gonna do now is get to the first topic. We're gonna start light. Yeah, this is light. How about that?
RFK Jr. says he had a wonderful experience tripping on LSD and trying to see dinosaurs.
Now, the fact that they chose this specific dinosaur, like it's like he was trying to see this motherfucking dinosaur right here. Literally. That looks so funny next to each other. That shit looks hella funny.
Let's see. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the head of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, says he had a wonderful experience with LSD at 15 years old, which he took because he thought he'd be able to see dinosaurs, as portrayed in a comic book he was a fan of.
Quick question.
Unfortunately,
what do you think he got LSD at 15 years old?
Hey, you know what, man? I think it was a different time back then, man. Like I don't feel like that shit would have been hard to find, but
We
I'm pretty sure him and his crowd was probably in the rock and roll scene. Going down to the Stone Pony.
the Roaring 30s.
And there was a guy who had a trench coat and he'd open the jacket and then the lining, the LSD, oatmeal cream pies.
And if we could have Bill Cosby narrating this, it would be great.
But yeah,
Well,
where do you think he got it from?
I think it's crazy that he smoked LSD at 15 or dropped it.
This nigga said smoked LSD.
Y'all can tell I don't know that shit, yo.
What type of utensil do
He
you
used
use
it
to
and
smoke
then,
LSD?
that nigga should be either advocating for it or trying to get rid of that shit. I
Like
think
an
that
LSD
was-
pipe.
Yeah, he had an LSD pipe. I don't think he was off of it ever. I think he still do it, but that's just me.
Unfortunately, he said that LSD trip led him to later take methamphetamine and unfortunately go through a decade-long battle with heroin addiction. At
That's
the
a real
2025 RX, the 2025 RX at Illicit Drug Summit in Nashville on Thursday, Kennedy spoke candidly about his own journey with certain drugs, offering a window into the HHS Secretary's perspective on substance use as he assumes a critical health and drug policy role in the Trump administration. Kennedy said he was straight edge until he was 15 when he went to a party and became a melee and met a person who offered him LSD as they hitchhiked home. I would have never taken it, he said. But in his town, there was a store kids flocked to every week. I was about to say there was a store kid. Am I high? There was a store kids flocked to every week for comic books. And in one of his favorite series, Turok, Son of Stone, the characters took some kind of hallucinogens, like mescaline, and they saw dinosaurs.
That's very detailed, man. I don't know if they actually said that.
Kennedy said he had a deep interest in paleontology at the time, and the person who gave him the LSD said it was possible he could see dinosaurs too.
Man, I can just imagine how that went. Sir, do you think I'll be able to see dinosaurs? Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of shit. But I think you can fucking
Okay, I'll try it.
See dinosaurs. You can see that shit. What up, 420 girl? You finally made it, motherfucker. Hey, I seen the thing you had with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. If that was Mike Tyson or if that was a thing. That's crazy, man. Here's the thing about that, bro. Yep, that's the thing about that. What's up, Phil? That's the thing about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where to go with that, do you?
Nah, I just thought that shit was hilarious. I mean, hey man, you can do heroin. You can do heroin, and you can become a cabinet member in the White House.
Hey, that sounds like it's gonna be great. Sir, will I be able to see dinosaurs? Yes. And purple fairies. And everything. We'll see it all. We'll see everything. Oh, whoops. I almost hit the wrong motherfucking button. Let's go. Bing. This one. Bam. Black market fears.
Chat.
Call for Michigan marijuana licensing freeze. So, just because in the black market they scared, they gonna do something about it in the legal market, which is crazy. And you niggas no licenses until we can sort this shit out, I guess. Michigan's wide open. Marijuana market wants to shut its doors amid plummeting prices, skimpy profit margins, and heavy black. Man, look, all I could think about was Black Baby. Heavy black market competition. That shit been all over the
Leave
internet.
Uncle Shannon alone.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm back. Heavy black market competition. The state's largest cannabis lobbying organization this week called on lawmakers to stop issuing new marijuana licenses. It's because people are continuing to bring in illicit product, conversion oil, and other products into the regulated market, said Michigan Cannabis Industry Association Director Robin Schneider. God, that was long. You really have to start to look at it. If we can't get this under control, why are we continuing to issue more licenses? Because of the monies. While Schneider said her 400 plus business trade organization supports a halt on new licenses that contradicts language in the 2018 law, Schneider and other marijuana pioneers helped write. The existing law decentralizes licensing so that local municipalities control if and how many marijuana businesses operate within their borders. The number of available licenses is limitless. Damn, that's crazy. It ain't no limit. Them niggas like Master P out in fucking Michigan, nigga. With the local government blessing, if an applicant meets other state requirements, the Cannabis Regulatory Agency issues the license, regardless of market saturation or economic considerations. Damn. This has led to situations in which one community may host dozens of retail shops while neighboring municipality bans marijuana commerce entirely. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to my niggas in Detroit, because it seems like y'all get it in. That's because I suck, bro. I ain't gonna make no announcement. I'm just gonna do it. I took some pictures that I'm finna put up. But yeah, that's because I suck. That ain't you. You're awesome. But yeah, bro, I can't even believe that shit in Michigan, cuz. Hey, yeah. Look, there you can actually do this. You can get a license and grind, it would seem. That's what they want you to do in that motherfucker. Hey,
no, I don't think it makes sense. I mean, I think it makes sense. I don't think it should be a limit on licenses. Like, if that's what you want to do, I think that kind of goes against the whole free market attitude, per se. You know what I mean?
Guys, right after this show, you might want to go watch this Lakers game, because looks like we're going to see classic, historic LeBron, because he's high from the three-point line, guys. That's all. But yeah, that's crazy. Smoking on Gasper, now in-house Platinum plus Ghost OG. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Gasper. Okay.
Man, smoking on this alien technology.
Beep boop boop bop boop beep beep boop boop bop beep boop. Boop bop. That's what that made me think about when you say alien technology, nigga.
But as soon as I get a chance, you already know I'm about to roll up a whole bunch of different type of weed. Because that's what I do, man. I make niggas go to sleep.
Alien technology. Yeah, man, because you just smoke weed for the fuck of it. Like, you burn weed like it's a smoke signal. Like, I'm like, bro, why? Are we in some type of a marathon that I don't know anything about?
That shit was so funny, man.
You know, I'm in the middle of my work week and you trying to do this? Sheesh. Even if I wasn't in the middle of my work week, just why? Just why?
Tell you about, man, that's what we do, man. We smoke, man.
Hey, nigga, I can't help it. Every time I just think that alien technology, I don't know. I just imagine the computer just.
Mr. James, I said, there's too much boo floating around. How you feel about that, man?
Well, you the one said that you pretty much just said St. Louis reminds you of gelato. Hey man, this is the gelato capital. 'Cause that's all I think about out here. I can understand that. I would say that too. I ain't gonna say. See, here's my take on Booth. Let me close this one. Here's my take on Booth. I think that dog it's a lot of just for as much trashy weed. It's a lot of cool weed out here too, right? So it's not a lot of separation between the best and the next tier under the best, which is good. So if the best is like $50 more, you can't really charge no more for the best because it's in my opinion only. It's not that much separation, right? It's like an A and an A plus, but a lot of niggas will take an A if you get to do less work, right? And it's like that with the weed. It's like okay, I can't charge as much, but man, my shit way cheaper and it's still good. So it's like, you know, it's a lot of good weed out here. It's some better than others for sure, but not better enough to charge like a different price, in my opinion. Um, if I'm gonna pay a higher price, it's gonna be because of the way it was grown or the care that was given to it, right? Not just because, oh man, this shit more fire. Because I have yet to smoke something like I like permanent marker. I like it a lot, but I wouldn't pay more for it. I would just smoke some other shit that might not be quite as good, but it would still be good enough. It'd be good. Like permanent marker wouldn't be so much better than what I'm smoking to where I'm like, oh my God, I need some of that back. Because obviously, again, I'm smoking Good Schmitz right now. So I'm smoking permanent marker, I smoke this. So shit cool. This shit cool. A lot of shit just be cool, in my opinion. So I ain't gonna say it's just trash. My perspective is, that's crazy. My perspective is just a lot. The overall weed is just better on an even level, but it's not like it used to be a clear separation. Now it's just a lot of shit in the middle. Some shit better than others, and it just depends on you and what your palate is like.
Django says, but if I get it from a dispo, I expect the best of the best. It's in the store with tax included. Yeah, man, I think that would be nice, but I don't think that unfortunately, the industry is not set up on that level yet. I think at one point they will, but I think once you get real big, like it just be hard sometimes to manage my own, grows I've had in the past. You know what I'm saying? Now I do realize they got staff and people dedicated to watching and managing the plants and shit, but just think about it. Like that shit, unfortunately, gonna get away from you. And I think what's really gonna happen is the shit's gonna kind of be like it was back in the day. Like if you could remember, there was a time where the weed was different, meaning like the weed had to look different. It had to be like its own kind of like caliber or classification. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you got your OGs, right? But now you got your perps, or you got your perps. Now you got your OGs. You know what I'm saying? Let me just put it in the right order. Or now you got this cookie shit. I think the problem is all of that shit needs to be available at the same time, instead of it just being one or two things that's mass produced, and then mixed, crossed to something else. You know what I mean? And then that's mass produced. I want to see like the differences, like. And I don't really particularly like this strain because I don't think it's strong enough. But like, hey, you had blueberry, you had purple, you had OGs. Like you had cookies. Like you had these distinct, independent things. or even when you had the sour and the haze, like all that shit was different.
I agree. And I guess my thing is, first of all, I appreciate D-Line and, but I guess my real question is to what Django said. He expect the best of the best, which I'm not gonna argue that. I guess my question, like I was saying earlier, and I asked y'all this specifically, what the fuck is the best of the best? To y'all, like, is it like, oh man, I only gotta hit the joint a couple times and I'm high, or is it like, oh, this motherfucker look perfect, smell perfect, like
What's
what
going
is
on, Miss Love Anita?
what is the best of the best? What is
I
up,
think
Love
all of
Anita?
those things that you just said are true. Hey man, you should be able to put that joint out halfway. That shit should taste fucking amazing. It should smell amazing. It's like, hey, you could be in a room full of smoke and open up the bag and be like, You ever had that weed you just be in love with? I'm sure you had some smoke that was just so fucking great. It was just like, oh my gosh. Every time I come back to this shit is amazing. I can think of a couple batches. You know what I'm saying? I can think of a couple batches where it's just been like, oh my gosh.
What that you grew? You like, man, this is it. You talking about that you grew or that you smoked?
Shit, both. Like I could think of probably like some of the best street weed I bought was in Orlando. And man, I don't know what the fuck that shit was. That shit was some gas. I think it was some kind of lemon OG something. But like I could just remember breaking that shit down and feeling grateful to have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I know niggas ain't smoking like I'm smoking. Like that shit is a crazy. Like that's the feeling I miss. Even, and that's why I got into making CDs and shit like that, because I always knew it was gonna be like shit. What I got, what I'm smoking, you not smoking. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think? I would say, man, I probably made some shit that's definitely some top tier shit, but I would say I may not have grown it. Top tier. You know what I'm saying? But I think that, you know what I'm saying, there's a few strains that definitely been pretty fucking good. Where I'd be like,
And see, what you're saying sounds like more like what I'm saying. There's some shit that's pretty good and it's better than other shit, but I guess my thing is, do you think that it's ever achievable? Do you think that's ever achievable? Not just from yourself, but in general, because like to me, I don't think some shit is just gonna be good and it ain't gonna just be super perfect like that. And I think sometimes people should be unrealistic. Like when it's just like when you are poised to grow somebody's shit because you done heard so much about it or you done smoked, you know what I'm saying, around motherfuckers like when you get this, it's gonna be great. So like now when a motherfucker tell you it's actually there and you smoke it, bro, it always lets you down. Because in your mind, your memory is gonna be better than what the fuck you smoking. So you ain't gonna never say.
I think that's the problem, because like what I would like to do, man, this is what I would really like to do, man. I would
That's
like
my
to
point, Django.
have a certain type of weed. I would like to have a certain type of weed where I can smoke that bitch for a while, like something that I think is absolutely great, like strong, tastes great, smell great. But then I would like to vacuum seal that bitch for like a year or some shit. Come back to that bitch in like a year and a half and be like, oh, this is what I was smoking, just to see, like, and that's not even enough time. But, and the reason why I even say that is because of what you just said. I feel like the strains, like the sour, like that shit's not around anymore. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, I have sour these, or I have this. No, you don't.
You're right.
Because it's not there. It's like, that's why it doesn't taste the same. That's why it don't get you high the same, because it's not the fucking same.
I agree. So that's why I just be like, That's why I just be like, fuck it, let's just talking about that old shit. Okay, what can we actually acquire, and what is the separation, and what makes it better to the point to where you like, okay, this is it. Obviously, we're gonna grow the shit if everybody respectively. I know I don't be taking my time all the time. I can't say about y'all. I know me, I don't. But if we all took our time and let our shit grow and had, made the cure right, I'm sure a lot of y'all do. Most of the time, I don't. I do now as of late, but that's how I know it's a difference too, by the way. But if we all took the time that it took and put the same love into it as we do curing, because I know I don't. Again, I'm mainly talking about myself. It probably would be a lot better, and our shit already be just as good as the dispensary is already because they on a schedule, right? So even with that being said, I just think it's just a lot more better shit. A lot of the shit that you see on the streets, which I don't shop on the streets because, and I don't even know nobody to shop on the streets. I'm just gonna be honest. Like I'm not just gonna go meet them. Hey, you got some tree? I'm not gonna do that at this point in my life. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Like if my fellow growers got some shit, I grab it from them. Cool. But in terms of me going to find a motherfucker, nah, dog. And in terms of me being plugged in, I'm gonna say this, and if I had a high take button, it'd probably be pushed right now. But a lot of times, man, because I'm old in my mind, and I'm already older, I'm like 50. So a lot of times, man, dealing with younger people irritate me a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Just because it just does. So it's like for me, if it's not for me or another person that grow, it's way easier just to go to the dispensary and buy it. Because I'm not expecting that shit to be great because dispensary to me is just like every grower. Some niggas grow better than others. I ain't gonna say a nigga just because you grow better than somebody else don't mean either one of y'all bad. That just means you grow better. Is it pure shit in a dispensary? Hell yeah. And I never am gonna pay what they asking me to pay. I'm gonna wait till it's a fucking sale or what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? Like $18 quarters type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's cool. I fuck with that. But I ain't finna go there on a regular. That's why I grow. So I encourage people to grow. It's way more economic. Operation Annihilation, I could agree with that. I could agree with that. With that being said, Minnesota targets farmers growing cannabis in $2 million grant program. They target farmers growing cannabis. Minnesota is launching a $2 million grant program to help farmers succeed in the state's impending recreational cannabis industry. And I think it's just crazy how this shit varies from state to state. It's just weird as shit. If we're gonna do that with that, like all the laws should be like that. The program called Can Grow intends to cover training grants to farmers, loan money to nonprofits that will fund loans to farmers who want to expand into growing cannabis. Can Grow will be administered by the Office of Cannabis Management, Eden Prairie-based TV station KMSN reported. The first round of grants for technical assistance are expected to range from 10 bands to 50 bands per project, according to the OCM. Loan financing grants for eligible organizations will range from $200,000 to $500,000, and loans to individual farmers will be between $2,500, $50,000, or up to $150,000 for projects with matching funds. Can Grow farmer training grants are available to nonprofits, educational institutions, local governments, private businesses, community groups, and partnerships between different types. What different types, guys? We recognize that financing and resources are critical for Minnesota farmers. OCM's Director of Social Equity
What up,
said,
man?
the OCM Director of Social Equity in a statement. Can Grow helps to increase access to ownership by ensuring underserved farmers get a fair opportunity at entering the cannabis market. Organizations can submit written applications explaining their proposed investment, the community's needs, and the expected outcomes. The awardees will be announced in the fall.
Nice. So if you're in the Minnesota area,
Check
or
into
even
that shit.
considering moving there, and that's something you want to do, well, shit, you might want to look into that.
What up, farmer cuz? Hey, I just wonder if that's interesting. What qualifies you to be a farmer? I wonder, like in their eyes, like is it? I wonder, is it a certain level?
Hey man, you got to go to farming school, okay?
I'd like to go to farmer school, please.
Yeah.
Is there a school for farmers?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We know you grow everything. Oh my gosh. Is it 420? No. Let's revisit this topic right here. Got another oldie but goodie. Similar shit. Oh, is this what? Well, this ain't old. Recent report says, with legal markets have collected more than $20 billion in cannabis tax revenue. New Colorado bill will allow cannabis stores to sell food, and group of Minnesota home growers filed a lawsuit to sell their cannabis without a license. God damn, this is let me scoot up. Shit. A new report from the Cannabis Advocacy Group and the Marijuana Policy Project, MPP for short, found that states have collected over $20 billion in recreational marijuana tax revenue since the first legal markets opened over a decade ago. In 2023 alone, states with legal recreational cannabis collected more than $4 billion in adult use tax revenue. While many have pointed to declines in marijuana revenue in states such as Nevada and Colorado last year, more states continue to legalize recreational cannabis and launch their programs. Fuck it, we finna push forward. We want some money too, which ultimately makes up for the slight decrease. Karen O'Keefe, the director of state policies with MPP, pointed out how significant these figures are for funding critical programs in many states and the importance of the economic impact of the job growth the legal cannabis industry is providing in these states. New Colorado bill will allow cannabis stores to sell food. New legislation in Colorado will allow legal marijuana stores to sell non-marijuana food items and beverages. The measure stipulates that sales from food and beverage products cannot make up more than 20% of a business's overall revenue. The bill also relaxes some other restrictions that had been in place for some time, as Colorado was one of the first states to legalize recreational marijuana. For instance, under the new bill, businesses can now renew their license every 2 years instead of annually. Operators that have multiple licenses will also be able to use unified application process moving forward. As one of the first states to legalize adult use marijuana, Colorado is considered a legacy state. And as with other such states, critics feel strongly that regulations need to be examined and updated to prevent business owners from being overly constrained by outdated policies. You know, they never mentioned what kind of food, did they?
They did not.
Can you have a motherfucker in a straight kitchen? Like, can I order a plate of chicken and then?
Yeah, they got that. They got that in certain places. Certain dispensaries actually have that shit.
Let me get an 8-piece, man, and a motherfucking half ounce. Let me get, you know what? Let me get the number 3, which includes a quarter, 3 legs, 4 wings, a biscuit, and a drink. Let me get that. Group of Minnesota home growers file a lawsuit to sell their cannabis without a license. A lawsuit filed by 4 cannabis home growers in Minnesota, shout out to fucking them, challenges the state's marijuana law, which only permits licensed businesses to sell cannabis. However, the 4 residents are saying that a provision of the Minnesota Constitution that is over 120-year-old allows them to sell cannabis without a license, as it supersedes the newly passed state cannabis law. Article 13, Section 7 of the state's constitution says, any person may sell or peddle the products of the farm or garden occupied and cultivated by him without obtaining a license. Now, if the lawsuit is successful, it could potentially allow home growers to compete with licensed retail stores in the newly legal marijuana market. A lot of shit going on in Minnesota. That's what's up. Well, not even a consumption lounge. I just meant like a churches that got half ounces too. And because we don't sell that much, right? We only limit it. You can only get these motherfucking plates. Ooh, can I sell infused like food? Is it the same regulation? Like, can I sell infused soft food?
That's a good question. Look them with their own laws, huh? You know what that made me think about?
Whoop that
Whoop
trick.
that trick.
Yeah, we already got like consumption lounges. All right. I will definitely let you read the last topic, which is this one.
Alcohol group says states should restrict THC to alcohol establishments. The Alcohol Industry Trade Association, American Beverage Licenses, recently recommended that states restrict the sale of intoxicating THC products to businesses that are licensed to sell alcohol. Now, I do feel like this is pretty much the same topic that we had last show, but I know this is a different article, so I want to see if they're talking about something different. What were you getting ready to say?
That pretty much the same thing.
Oh, okay, cool. The American Beverage Licensees, and Alcohol Industry Trade Association representing alcohol licenses in. Hey, look, that shit's so small. That shit look like it say 76 states.
I know, that's why I said I'm finna go and take that over. Because it looked like I'm looking at that shit on a big ass screen and it looks small. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's 26 states. The month called on states to draw upon proven structures and practices used to regulate beverage alcohol when considering regulations for intoxicating THC products.
Oh, I know what I can
In an April 4th policy memo, ABL listed a series of recommendations. ABL, hold on. Because you blew the screen, but that's where it was. Recommendations regarding intoxicating THC products. That started with states should restrict the sale of intoxicating THC products to businesses licensed to sell beverage alcohol and the regularly expected for compliance with laws aimed at preventing sales to individuals under 21. Them and their affiliates include establishments with Jada. Establishments offering on-site alcohol consumption like restaurants, bars, and retailers selling packaged beers, wines, and spirits like grocery stores and liquor stores. So
All right.
I am gonna read this last little part right here. Given their considerable experience with beverages, alcohol regulations, beverage alcohol retailers are the best positioned to not only sell intoxicating THC products, but to also provide practical advice to states on how to implement a robust regulatory model that inherently balances public safety, business interests, and consumer access. ABL Executive Director John Bodnovich in a statement.
Damn, John. No need to
Now,
go any further. We get the gist of it, particularly since we just did this. But it was interesting. Because what did you get from it?
well, my whole thing like this is like that I thought was interesting. Y'all also want consumption lounges to be regulated like bars. So instead of going to like an alcohol bar, you can go to a weed bar. Now here's the thing: when you go to the weed bar, will they ever cut you off?
Hey, that's probably.
Hey, guy, you reach your limit. You smoke 2 ounces. But hey, man, I do this every day, sir. Not here, you won't, pal. Chuck, drag him out the back. Shake him down while you're at it.
I didn't hear what she said. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I had to get my phone because Django was like, "I need a wrench," and you can only wrench people from your phone. I can't do it. Well, I could if I was able to get on YouTube from a computer.
No, genuinely got a wrench, man.
Damn, can I? Let's see, this is the channel. Okay. Come up in this motherfucker. Oops. Let's do this. Boom. And give you that one right there.
Boom, 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 boom. Man, these rappers, boy, these niggas make me laugh, man. They be having some of the best ad libs.
2 zips, take the keys.
Call them a cab. So,
I can't even believe that. That brings us to what it brings us to. That was the last official topic. Guys, and just for pure context, this has been a great show, but it has been an amazing first half of basketball. I didn't get to see it, but the score says that it was. It says it was. So what are you stoned and streamers doing the rest of your day? What you guys doing? What you stoned and streamers out here doing, man? I think I'm gonna. Oh, really? You laying down? Picking through packs. You know what? I got some shit that I need to post these pictures, but I do got some shit that is I do got some shit that I need to pick through the seeds. I also need to I'm probably gonna cut half of this tree down that I got in there. This guy wants to go to the dispensary, so we'll probably go there here in a second. We're gonna have to watch the rest of this game if we make a move though. I'm sure that's okay. He's got plenty of trees over here. Oh man, rest your hands. Them braids, motherfucking, they hurt. They really make your hand do like that. Ooh, a salad sound good. Yeah, I get it.
Shirt Banger 22.
through the second net. Yeah, I should probably really post this. I probably do a short. That nigga look dead. I probably would do a short, and I probably would do a short and show this plant because that big plant. Damn, because that big plant is done. I'm still gonna let it go another week, but I ain't gonna wait for it like that. Oh yeah, I like Caesar. That's the only other thing I like besides French. I definitely don't like ranch. I definitely don't like light Italian. Balsamic vinaigrette is cool. That's cool. But we don't have the usual outro music. But we're gonna get the fuck out of here, guys. Yeah, I know, man. If I showed y'all everything, which I should, because I just be working a lot. Like, I got a whole tent of literally all new bullshit. That shit is like all new. So I will fucking for sure next week carve out some time to where if not, I'll just tack it on the end of the show or some shit. Because it really ain't gonna take that long. Right? It really wouldn't. And if it wasn't a Laker game today, to be honest, I would do it today. But hey, it's a Laker game today. And that actually means something. So,
Hell yeah.
man, it ain't really gonna be much of an adventure. We just gonna go to fucking the dispensary. Cause it's Sunday. And really, and man, look, I don't be adventuring like that. But we will go to the dispensary. We'll go to the one.
Man, we need to go to the Chop House.
They got the it's Sunday, dog. Like the chime-in, I'm trying to think of where one is actually open on a Sunday. Late like this, not late, but you know, our shit out here be like, it's only 2 chime-ins I will go to out here. The third one, nigga, it's just will have to be a random city chime-in. They are pretty much as good, but I would rather go to the one out here. We gonna definitely go tomorrow before you leave this motherfucker for sure. But yeah, I mean it's Dispo. He wants to go to the Dispo and see the deli style weed, and it's only really one of them like that I know of. I don't shop in that bitch. That one I only go to for extracts, which I'm not gonna spend no money in that motherfucker. My money tight. Whoops. I did not mean to do this. Yeah. Frog legs, that's funny. Frog legs, I love them. Yeah, we're gonna get on right tomorrow before he bounce, unless that nigga leave at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is possible. It is. It very much is. So we'll have to see. But until next week, you know what I'm saying? We shall meet again, good peoples. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Man, enjoy the rest of y'all day. It's Sunday and shit, man. If y'all working a 9 to 5 or if y'all just working y'all own shit, man. Take some time off, man. Sit back and relax just for a split second. Then get back to it. I'll let you. Next week, I'm going to play the only outro music that we have, which would be this. So, deuces.
We stone, we streaming, we stone, we streaming, we streaming. Came to this motherfucker, like yeah. All my niggas in the chat and we also stone, streaming, stone. All my niggas in the chat and like all my niggas get that shit and roll. We stone, we streaming and streaming. We stone and streaming. Yeah, getting to the money, yeah, getting to the bag like yeah. Roll up. feel like, yeah. All my niggas in the chat, they hot as fuck. Yeah. Getting to the bag, like, yeah. All my niggas, we